Alex, comment on the defensive effort and also the success in stopping Aliberto to basically no shot tonight.
Yeah, the Halliburton thing's probably more Lou. It's a little team effort, but Lou does the main job on him and just being physical and blowing stuff up and really staying on his tendencies. And then collectively, first half was pretty good. We gave a couple offensive rebounds, but even then 45 points is a great number for us. And for them, got a little loose in the third, but when it counted most, we found a way to get stops and finish the game.
And now being one win away from a championship, with your championship experience and leadership, what's your advice to this young group of guys?
You got to get to four. You don't get to be champions until you get the fourth win. I mean, it's the hardest game of the year. Closeout games, each round, is in order the hardest game of the year, and doing in the finals, it's the hardest game of the year. So I expect them to play great. I expect them to run hard. I expect them to move the ball fast, rebound well, shoot well. Somebody will probably, role players always step up in elimination games, and especially at home. So being prepared for their best, because that's probably what they're going to give us.
How has this team matured throughout these playoffs? What makes you proud of these guys?
Yeah, we've just battled. We've been against, we've played great in times, and it's easy to sleep those nights, and then we've given away games, and it's a little harder to sleep, but each time we show up and we just kind of rally around each other and get to the next game.
Thinking about your journey, what allowed you to be here today, and what are the biggest lessons you learned that you want to share with all the kids that dream to be here one day?
Yeah, just perseverance. I've messed up and I've lost plenty of times and failed in my life, but just having the ability to bounce back from that and be competitive with myself, that's the biggest thing. Is you fall down, you got to stand back up.
Du Paycom Center d'Oklahoma City pour CNeWeb, Valeria Rubino. Ciao. From Paycom Center in Oklahoma City for VSport, Valeria Rubino. Ciao.